Stephen Kaiser probably is the best quarterback that Dan and I have looked at on film in the 10 years we've been back in college. When we looked at his junior tape and realized nobody had offered him out of high school, I mean, we couldn't believe it. I mean, we just couldn't believe it. And so we offered him. And of course, if I had looked at that tape in the NFL when I was in the NFL, I would have taken the kid in the first round. I mean, he can throw, and he's accurate. And I don't see his. This doesn't look like his final numbers on here, but I'm sure Brad probably has them. But I want to say that it was something in the 30s and 4 picks or something. But I don't know. That may be right. I give Brad the benefit of the doubt. But I do know this: he's very, very accurate, and so we're excited about him. And as it went on, everybody went in there late to try to get on him. I mean, it's not listed here, but SC was in there yesterday, trying to talk him out of going, and Tennessee. When the reason SE did is because Tennessee did after that change. So we just feel like he's a real exciting catch for us.
You offered Scroggins early, and then schools kind of came in right after you guys.
Yeah.
How often does that happen to you? Where you
it happens a lot. It happens a lot, and in fact, I was of the mind, and you guys know how I feel about the internet, and that's why I don't like telling who we're doing, but then it's not you guys anymore. It's somebody in LA doing it when we offer him, and so in the old days, when I first got into this, you'd offer that kid and you'd get him, because nobody else would spend the time to go in and look at some kid at some small school. But now, once you offer it, then now you're going to compete against everybody. So
you do like the internet, or you don't like?
Well, no, I've come to accept it.
Does he have the ability now? He says you guys give him the chance to compete and everything. Realistically, does he have a chance to compete?
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. Although, just like I told him, he asked me a question, which I told him. I said, I don't want you if you didn't ask that question. Am I going to get a chance to play if I'm the best one as a freshman? I said, yes, you are. I said, I owe it to the seniors to put the best player out there to give us the best chance to win. Kyle, I'll say the same thing. I mean, Kyle's going to be the #1 guy, but JJ thinks he can be, and now Stephen Kaiser thinks he can be. And that's what you got to have. And you got to have 3 or 4 guys. And if they don't all think they can play, then you don't want them,
How much more involved in the quarterback position are you in recruiting compared to others?
No, I'm not. I would say Dan does the majority of it. Dan looks at probably 500 kids, and he'll say, okay, these 12, let's look at these together, and then we'll look at those guys together and agree on, the ones. And so that's what happened with Kaiser after he had looked through the kids you're talking about in L.A. None of those kids had been offered at all, and I think we offered this kid about the same time, I believe.